knew it wouldn't be. But
we are back with head coach Scott Nagy. His post-game comments are brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates. Coach, it is never easy going on the road, but whatever way you can find a way to win, that's exactly what your team did tonight. Just congratulations, Coach, to you and the team. Man, that's a hard-fought win.
Yeah, we were down 8, I think, with 4:06 to go. And, we even in the UIC game, we were down late. Kids just we said, we're not losing this game. We're not losing it. They're gaining confidence. We've been telling them for 2 days, and I said it before the game, that this wouldn't be easy. I mean, Valpo's been in every game, and Roger does a good job, and we weren't great defensively, but and we weren't great offensively. We were just emotionally a little flat, but on the road for 4 or 5 days, you just got to fight. You just have to fight through those things. And I told the players at halftime, down 6, these are the games. These are the games that determine seasons. They really are. It's not the UNIs, and it's these games on the road that you got to fight and scrap when things aren't going perfect and win. They can change a season, and it was just such a great job, by our guys, and what a great road trip.
Blame the play-by-play guy for asking you the question pregame of how well you've taken care of the basketball. I know turnovers tonight were definitely a struggle.
Well,
what did you see? What did you see? just self-inflicted wounds versus giving
well,
credit to
they were just more physical than us in the first half. We couldn't run our stuff. We didn't have any pace to us. We're just stuck in mud. None of the pace that we had at UIC. It was back to just, we just didn't have the same kind of juice, and we just had to fight through it. We were better in the second half in terms of scoring and being more aggressive. We obviously got to the free throw line more. We were more physical. They just were way more physical than us on the defensive end. We just couldn't run anything. They were pushing us out and beating us up. And it's always that way. The most physical team ends up with the least amount of fouls. It just happens that way, and it was that way in the first half.
You dominate the paint again, Coach, 46-26. What does that say about your guys?
Well, that they're listening, and that's what we want to do. We want to win the inside game. We want to, you're going to shoot a better percentage in there. It's not like we're a great three-point shooting team. I think we were 0 for 6. We didn't make one in the first half. But you can still be a good shooting team. You don't have to panic. You have good enough shooters. They have to guard you. But we want to go inside with it, be physical, get to the free throw line. We feel like that's what's best for this team.
You held them to 42% shooting. Did you feel your defense was in a good spot throughout most of the game, or how'd you feel about it?
I was shocked at halftime that they were only shooting 36%. Because it felt like we couldn't get them stopped. I mean, that freshman point guard felt like he did whatever he wanted to do in the second half. I'm shocked we held them to 42%. They didn't make a ton of jumpers. But we did a really nice job, I think, of guarding their post players in there. And making them take tough shots or trap them. They didn't get. I can't remember one time where they just got a high-low lay-in. They had to work for everything they got.
They're really good at it. I would like to be the chairman of the Jorge Moreno fan club, and man, just to speak to him about what he's doing and just how effective. 5 for 5 from the field.
Yeah. The amazing thing is, when we said this about 2 or 3 games ago, that when we cut our lineup down, that he was the only one really that could have a complaint because he's never really gotten the opportunity. And, we felt like in the UIC game it would be a good matchup because they're big. He played well. We bring him in this game. He plays well. I tell you, I went down there the other day, because he's obviously in the games where he wasn't playing, those days he's not getting any running in. And I go down there on a day we're practicing. He's in there in the morning. He's on the treadmill.
Wow.
And nobody's with him. He's on the treadmill. He's never complained. And now that we've played him, he's playing like he's been playing the whole season. And I'm just so proud of him as a young man, not as a player or any of that stuff, because most guys would have given in to discouragement a long time ago, and he never did. It says such just tremendous things about him.
Missed it during the course of the game, but Kennard Davis goes 11 for 11 at the free throw line to make up his 11 of his 19 points. Of course, those free throws were huge late.
Yeah, we made them late, which was Mayo missed those 2, and then we made them. The big ones there we hit.
But how big it was on the ones you missed. Jarrett Hensley gets the rebound here on the near side. But what Jarrett did was, Coach, is a great IQ play. He could have tried to force up a shot, but he brought it back out to kill more clock.
Yeah, he kicked it out. Our kids just made plays late that they needed to, and it just goes back to believing we can do it. And we showed them. We showed them the UIC game the last 3 minutes, and when a shot go up, it was amazing how we were crashing because we were down. It's like, wait a minute. why aren't we like this? How do we get to the point where this is how we are all the time? Instead of when we're desperate. How about we be desperate all the time? And it's, I understand human nature. It's hard to be desperate all the time, but we've got to do a better job. We only had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half, and we didn't shoot a great. It's amazing that they got 8 more shots than us in the first half. We shot 46%, they shot 36%, and they were ahead by 8. And we shot more free throws, but it was the turnovers that were killing us.
There was a differential on that. That's what we talked about. You basically won every stat, even in the first half. That was what was interesting. It really appeared that you guys are playing well. I think somebody else that really deserves maybe us hearing from you is just about Drew Steffi. Even though the numbers don't show, you've got a lot of confidence in him.
Yeah.
And kind of explain to people listening what he's doing so well that he has earned so much important playing time.
Well, you go look at his stats. One, he rarely turns the ball over. I think he has the best assist turnover ratio on our team. He'd be the one guy on our team that doesn't stand out. He's not shooting it like he wants to, but there are other things he does. He's smart. He knows the other team's plays, and we know he's not going to turn the ball over. And people go after him defensively. He's done a good job there. We've got to make sure sometimes we got to sub if not a good matchup. But he's frustrated. I mean, he really is. He'd like to play more. He'd like to shoot the ball better. And he's in the gym working on it, and it'll happen for him. We're not concerned about it at all.
Coach, what's it say about your team to get you on the way out? Of course, you get at home. You'll have Drake this Saturday. And you have a chance to get back to 500 in league play.
Starting 0-5, and yes. Where we were a mess. And and I was just talking to Rollins after the game, and after the Illinois State game, Rollins really spoke his mind after the game, and got after some people. And for a freshman to do that it's an incredible thing. And since then, it's flipped for us. It really has. Now, we haven't won every game, but we've been in every game or won them. And, the 2 we've lost, we've been right there. And so, I credit here a freshman that just let his emotions go. He was just so frustrated and let everybody know it. And it really made a big difference to our team. The other thing is, we've changed lineups. We've gone smaller. We've been a little better offensively. I gave Hawk the defense, just a lot of changes we made. And it's working for us right now. Really, what a great road swing to be on. Just to be sitting out here all this time and come home with 2 wins is big. And we hope Saturday, our fans will really show up for us. We need our students to get in there.
Coach, before we let you go, you take such great pride in, one, being a basketball coach, but more than anything, a man of faith. And Roger Powell is a guy too that also is not afraid to wear really his faith on his sleeve, and how he leads his coaches. After the game, both teams went to center court, and you and Coach Powell stood next to each other, delivered some words to everybody. Just take us to that moment and what that means to really kind of transcend. Yes, you guys wanted to win this game, they wanted to win this game, but to be able to have that moment of unity.
Well, and I believe Roger's a pastor too, it's as a Christian man, I can tell you that would not be an easy moment for me. But I give him a lot of credit. He shook my hand and said, hey, we pray at the end of the game if you'd like to join us. And I told the players, you can join us. You don't have to. All our guys did. He just thanked God, really, for the opportunity we had to play basketball. And I try to point that out to our players every day, without beating them over the head going, you guys, don't know how good you have it. Because they really don't. Everything's relative. But to understand just the tremendous opportunity they have every time they step on the floor that we get to play basketball. Are you kidding me? This is, and we should have thankful hearts for it. Grateful, thankful hearts that we get to do this. And if you do, I think you'll play differently instead of just feeling like everything's drudgery. And I really appreciated that Roger did that, because that's not an easy thing to do, right after a game and all the emotions.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time. Congratulations.
Good work, Coach.
Thanks.